Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are doing a review and 2 looks on the new Pat Mcgrath, what's it called, the Rose 2 some palette? Mothership Rose Seduction 2. Mothership Rose Seduction 2. She looks like this if you haven't seen her. She is everything. She already looks beat up, our power, I've ever wanted and more in my life. So yeah, if you're interested to see our looks and our thoughts on the palette, then keep on watching. If my base looks like garbage, excuse that. I accidentally used lip gloss instead of lipstick for cream blush because I'm an idiot. So let's move on from that. First, I'm gonna prime my eyelids. This is the ABH primer. I no longer support ABH, but it is in our project pan, so I figured I would still include it in the video. I'm just using a little bit of that because if I use too much, it creases. Blending that out with the Luxie 250 large eye blending brush. On a Morphe M433 brush, I'm gonna go into the peach shade. I ended up kind of covering this step up, but I figured just to make sure everything looks even, I'm gonna do it again. So I just started putting that right like in my outer corner and starting to blend up. There's a little bit of the purpley shade from the palette on this brush as well, that I kind of just like gently wiped off. So if you see that peeking through, just be aware of that. And I'm just doing like a rounded shape, so. Also, not sure if you can tell in this lighting, I used this shade as a highlight. It's got like a pink shift to it. It's not my kind of shade, but I figured I would just test it out for the sake of the video. If you like duochrome highlights, you'll probably like this. And then going in with the dark purple here. I don't have the name slip on me. I never keep those, and you're just gonna have to get over it. But I'm basically gonna cover up what I did here with this dark purple, but work slowly because these are pigmented. And I'll go back and touch more of that up after this. On this BH Cosmetics, it's like a flat brush from the Rose Gold collection. I'm going to take this shade right here, which looks very lackluster in the pan, maybe even in the video, but it's like this beautiful, like taupey purple rose color. I'm gonna just use my finger for this swatch because I don't need to waste it. And then on the brush, I'm gonna take some more of that. This shade kind of is different than Pat's usual shimmers. Like, it's still gorgeous and very reflective, but it's a lot softer. Like when you dip your brush in, a lot of times the normal shimmers in these palettes aren't soft. They're still beautiful, but they're not like soft to the touch. They're still kind of hard. But this one's really soft, and I really, really love the way it looks. So I just blend that almost like into the outer corner. And then with that same brush I used to apply like the outer corner color, I'm just going to diffuse them together, bring that shimmer into the outer corner a little bit as well. Because you know me, I'm pro shimmers in the crease. And I'm also going to take that darker like purple right under the lower lash line. I don't know if you'd call it a purple. It's like a burgundy. Just re-intensify it on the outer corner. I kind of always struggle with like right here with my rounded looks, so I'm just gonna take my finger and kind of tap around, and I might end up taking a sponge and just kind of tapping around that later as well. Then on a pencil brush, I'm gonna take the Trichrome shade. There you go, there's the shift. It's not gonna show up like that. I have it right here. It's not gonna show up like that on my eyes from like what you guys can see. This shade is very soft. I've never felt Pat's formula being this soft before. Like, it's just unheard of. Like, her shimmers are normally kind of hard. So You can kind of see the shift there, but you can see it in the pan. You can see it in person too. But just with this lighting, you're not going to be able to tell. For my inner corner, I'm going to take this shade right here, and then I'm going to top it with this shade, which is like my favorite of her formulas. It's like a sparkly topper. This one's like a peachy pink gold kind of shift. So that first shade has a very, very pink, like stark pink shift to it. It's almost so stark that it doesn't look glowy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. But I'm going to pull that up. You'll see what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain what this does to my eyes, but I really like the way it looks when I pull my inner corner just up and out. I think it looks very nice. And just a little bit like right at the bottom too. And then with the more shimmery shade, just going to pat that on top and build little by little because there is a lot of glitter in these. And with the brush I use for the lid shade, I'm just going to kind of diffuse everything. And one more time going back in with that brush that we used for the mattes and just kind of going over the edges of everything. Okay, so I'm going to do some mascara. I'll put something in my waterline. I don't know if maybe I'll do like something to make the trichrome pop or what, but I will show you the finished look just a second. Okay, and here's the first look completed with mascara. I did change the lip to match the eyes a little bit better, and I added a nude in my waterline. I decided just to go with that. Let me see if I can show you the eyes. Alright, but yeah, here's the first look. Now on to the next. Alrighty, so I basically used every shade in the palette because I couldn't decide, but I got it figured out. So I'm gonna start on this deepest matte here and a Morphe M507, my favorite brush of all time, and I'm just gonna start using that shade kind of as a wing, sketching her out. This is a really beautiful like burgundy kind of tone. And yeah, I'm just gonna start winging that out a bit. I do have my eyes primed already with MAC Paint Pot, so there you have it if you were curious. On a Morphe M513 brush, I'm gonna take the other matte in here, the peach, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges a smidge. This color, this is probably my least favorite shade. Like I understand why this matte was included, but this isn't a kind of matte that I gravitate towards, though it does pair really well with the burgundy tone. Like it definitely makes sense. It's just not my first choice in color. If it were up to me, there would be no mattes. But I do really actually enjoy the deepest matte. I love like deep burgundy tones. Like those are my absolute shit. They're so good. And this whole palette screams to me because pink. Speaking of pink, I am going to take this Morphe M456, that is a mouthful, and I'm actually going to take this shimmery hot, am I stupid? I'm going to take, that's a better way. I'm going to take the hot pink, and I'm going to blend those edges kind of in the middle of those two with the hot pink. I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth with everything until I get the, what is this angle? Get my desired blend. Also, my brows look like really fluffy today, so that's really cool. Go back in with that deepest matte just to ensure it looks, oh lord, ensure it looks decent. Okay, so then I'm gonna take the NYX glitter primer, and I am going to add this hot pink all over my lid on a Morphe JH41 brush, like a flat brush. And it was supposed to be more crisp than this, but y'all know me and my cut creases. I don't like them. I think they're stupid. I think I would rather just have a wash of shimmer. What the heck is going on out there? Anyway, taking the hot pink. And I'm putting that there. And then right out here, I'm going to add the multi-chrome shade here. Look, this is the best. Look at that. Look at it in the mirror and right here. Look how cool that is. It's so freaking cool. This has, it doesn't have as deep of a base as I thought it did. Like our Cleona glitter multi-chromes, those stunning, or they're jeweled multi-chromes. They have like a black base to them, and this is definitely a darker base, but it's not quite a black base. It really does translate so beautifully on the eyes, but it's not going to translate as well on camera as far as how it looks in person. These kinds of shades just don't. I don't know why, but I'm just touching up that matte now. And also it looks really terrible down here, but we'll see if I can fix that later down the line. I don't really feel like going in on it right now, but yeah, I think this shade is really cool, and I think it's really cool to see a mainstream brand do a multi-chrome. It's kind of more of an indie brand thing. So yeah, there's my 2 cents on that. I'm actually going to take a little more of that hot pink to blend above right here to, I don't know, make it more pink. So for my inner corner, I'm going to take the yellow gold right here. I do a lot of things around that. This was the look I was initially intending on doing, and then I got a little carried away, so. But I don't, personally, I don't love yellow golds just on me. They're not my favorite, but I think paired with this pink, it's absolutely freaking stunning. Like, I think they complement each other really well. But yeah, and then I'm gonna take this shade right here. I don't have the name sheet. I don't really care to know what it is, but it's this like chunky gold pink reflect goodness. Oh, it's so freaking pretty. Kill myself, it's so pretty. I'm gonna take some of that. I'm gonna tap it over my lid as well as on the inner corner. Just add some more pizzazz, if you will. My brother and my cousin are being really loud outside, so if you can hear that, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. A little more of that shade as well, and kind of go above the pink. Just for a little zhuzh up there. I don't know, it probably doesn't translate on camera, but when light catches right here, I just think it's so flattering. Yeah, like that. Do you see that? I think it looks so stunning. I love it so much. And then for my lower lash line, kind of same deal that we did on the top. So the matte burgundy down here. Oh, oh, I stabbed myself in the eye. I love that for me. This wing shape could be better. This eye looks really freaking good. This eye, you know, it really do be like that sometimes. Going in with the matte peach, blending the edges. Will y'all shut up? In with the pink, the metallic pink. And I was talking to Rachel, it's like a mature hot pink. Like, it's a really beautiful tone of pink. It's not quite like a vibrant hot pink. It's like more of a hot rose, I guess. I just think it's so freaking stunning. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take this bronzy color right here, and I'm gonna place that on my lower lash line. I think this shade pairs really well with the pink as well. I said well too many times in that sentence, but I really like this tone with pink. I think warm tones with pink, like coppers and like fiery oranges and things like that, I think they're so freaking stunning. I then took a little bit of this shade and kind of popped it in there and blend it. And then did I do anything else? I believe I took a little bit of extraterrestrial as well, the multi-chrome kind of shade, and popped it kind of in that same area. And then I feel like they're not matching up that much, but I'm gonna add a little more of that sparkly shade, the first one, which is so stunning. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm gonna pop it with my finger up here, actually. I didn't do this on the other eye, but I love the way that looks. I just do. I think it's so freaking pretty. I'm gonna fluff that like all the way up to this brow bone area. Oh yeah, yeah, okay, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. Okay, and I think that is what we have it. I have a eyeliner in this eye, so it looks a little different, but I will go do mascara and eyeliner and I will be back. All right, so here we are with the finished look. Are you kidding me? Let me show you accurately. Let me shine a flashlight on here. Let me see if I can get the correct angle to show you just how friggin' stunning and shimmery these shadows are. Look at that. The camera can't even focus on it. I'm telling you, nothing beats Pat Mcgrath. Not a thing. Anyway, yeah, that is look number 2 completed. I did put in my waterline a burgundy shade from ColourPop. I'll list it on the screen. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, we will be back in a second with final thoughts. Okay, and that completes the 2 looks. I did actually do a look today with this because I'm not wearing the look from the video, obviously. I used the Sextra Terrestrial shade, the duochrome or whatever. Multi-chrome. Or the trichrome. The trichrome. I guess I don't know if you can tell on camera, but yeah, just so you know, that's what I have on my eyes. If you're curious, my uncle commented on it. He said, wow, your eyes change colors. I said, yes, sir. Yes, they do. It's Pat Mcgrath. Anyway, the fact that we got the limited edition packaging. Ooh, thank you, baby Jesus. God, this so is gorgeous. Pretty. It's all printy now, but yeah, I hate that it's hard to clean, but like, it's nice to see a difference in the palettes, and I feel like this color story kind of warrants it. I don't know, because it's like the first of all things. It's like the first Pat Mcgrath palette quite like this. I mean, you already knew, if you know us, you already knew the decision at the end of the video. Yes, we love this palette. There is nothing wrong with it. I guess I would personally, so the trichrome, we're not huge on these kind of shades. Like, we like them. They're definitely pretty. They're nice. We have some from Cleona that are like the multi-chromes or whatever. And the thing I don't like about these is the dark base. It is a look for certain looks, okay? But, like, unless you're doing like an all over lid shade with it, to me it doesn't look great like on the lid with the brown in the crease or that dark purple in the crease, because it has, this one doesn't have a black base, it has like a dark green base. But just keep that in mind. That's kind of how I feel. It can look a little strange sometimes. You just have to be able to match or exceed the depth on your outer corner that's on your lid. Otherwise it can look a little odd. Like, imagine doing a light brown in the crease and then a cut crease with a black. It looks strange like that. It's not exactly the effect that this gives, but to a certain degree, that's the vibes I get. It's just not my cup of tea like that. But this doesn't have quite as deep of a base, and I find that this one is really easy to work with. It's also the softest formula I've ever touched from Pat. Yes, her like special shades are pretty hard. Like, they're kind of scratchy because they have so much glitter in them. But because that was like the first thing I noticed when I swatched a Pat Mcgrath palette. I was like, these are like, these shimmers are hard. Like, I was kind of shocked. Feel bad. Like, yeah, but they're beautiful, amazing, and iconic and incredible. I love the 2 deeper shimmers that she added in the palette. Well, the 3, like the bronzy, and then the more silvery one, and then the dark one. I think those were like so smart to do for some reason. Normally I'm not a big fan of darker shimmers. I like the light bright shimmers, but something about the way this works within the palette, they just are a little more mid-tone shimmers. They're just really stunning. They're really flattering. This is like mature color to me, is what I see as mature color. Like, especially this pink I was talking about earlier. It's a mature hot pink. It's like, it's hot pink, but it's not like compared to Rachel's nails. Yeah, you know, it's like it's a mature, it's a hot rose. So it's just really stunning, and I love the formula of it. I love that she chose more of a satin shade for that, because it has a lot more versatility if you want to add color. Like, I used it all over in the crease. Not that I'm afraid to use shimmers in the crease, but I prefer for the everyday consumer. It might be a little bit easier knowing that that one's not her special shades, because those are kind of funky in the crease. Yeah, I do, I'm not the biggest fan of this peach, only because I don't love peaches, but it definitely, it's cohesive. It works with the color story. It works really well with this deep burgundy. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's really stunning. Will it beat out my Midnight Sun palette? I don't know. I don't know about that, because guess what beats out that? Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing on this planet can touch the quality of that palette, and I mean this with all sincerity. Any other palette can go straight to hell aside from this one. Yeah, it's really beautiful. If you're a big fan of Pat Mcgrath and this kind of color story, then I think you'll really like it. There's no quality inconsistencies. I do want to say, although I love this palette, although it's beautiful and stunning and gorgeous, the promo pictures are about 50 times more saturated than they look in person. So just be aware of that. Like, that pink looked almost neon in the promo pictures, which I didn't quite expect it to be that bright, so it wasn't a big deal. But just be aware of that if you are like dead set on the way they look on the promo pictures. It is an expensive palette, so just know that they are more muted in person. On camera they might be even a touch more muted just because of the light. But would I recommend? Yes. But if you want a 3 looks 1 palette on this one as well, just let us know and we can whip that out for you. I really love just everything about this palette. I think that it works really, if you already had the original like rose palette, whatever it's called, it doesn't matter. Divine Rose? The Divine Rose. I'm like, rose doesn't sound right. If you have the original version of this, I feel like this would be a really good sister to it, so I really like the way that everything would pair well together. The best part to me is like all these shimmer shades like are so good to just like plop on top of any old look. Like you're doing a look with the Jackie Aina palette and you're like, I want something a little bit more sparkly, a little extra sparkle, but you don't want to pull out like a Stila Glitter and Glow. Yeah, the special shades in these kinds of palettes, especially the chunky glittery ones, this palette only has one of those, which would be this shade right here. But those kinds of topper shades are really beautiful to pair with other eyeshadows for sure, or use as highlight for an avant-garde look. They're just chef's kiss. I guess that completes our little review here. I don't want to ramble on too much. If you do want to purchase this, it would be in the normal black packaging, unless they restock this packaging, but I don't believe so. But we do have a link down in the description. If you do use that to purchase, it would give us some money. So just be aware of that. But yes, we would love you to click on that link. Have a great day. But yeah, 10 out of 10. We will hopefully incorporate this, like you'll see it more on our Instagram and stuff when we get to use it a little bit more. We just got it yesterday, so yeah, I've already done multiple looks with it, so like it's lovely. Anyway, that's all from us, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.